kidney failure be the third leading cause of death?
Thank you all for coming to the September ARB meeting. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Chief Thornton,
Here.
Chief Pinion, Jonathan Warner,
Here.
Kenneth Kirkland,
Here.
Wendy Treadway. Here.
All right. The minutes from the last meeting, August of 24, was emailed out to everyone. Should have had time to look over those. Has anybody got any questions or anything? Do I have a motion to accept?
Motion.
And a motion, to have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Warner,
Yay.
Kirkland,
Yay.
Treadway. Yeah.
All right, minutes approved. We don't have any old business listed. Does anybody know of old business? Is there any new business anybody needs to bring up? All right. Chief Phillips, will you give us the monthly report?
For Decatur Fire, we had 345 calls in the city limits. 337 of those we arrived within 9 minutes, giving a 98% fractile. In the police jurisdiction, we responded to 14 calls for service, and we arrived at 100% of those within 13 minutes. For the EMS coordinators report, you guys have the printout in front of you, breaking everything down. Relatively busy month with 1,536 calls. Had no road calls reported. I explained last month how we're doing the road calls from the city and the county, but we are still occasionally rolling calls to Coleman or Greg's or Athens. So we will still see road calls. We just won't see the same amount as we've seen before because they'll tally up in the fractiles rather than the road call numbers. We had no breakdowns reported or vehicle failures, and we had no time exemption forms submitted last month.
Does anybody have any questions? All right, thank you. Carrie?
All right, for Decatur Morgan EMS, for the month of August, for emergency calls, we had 360 that were not canceled, 330 met the time standard for 92% compliance. And then for the PJ, we had 20 calls with 15 calls that were within the time standard for 75% compliance. And then for non-emergency calls, city limits, we had 351, we had 347 that met the time standard for 99% compliance. And then for PJ, we had 23 calls and met 100% of those.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
Repeat again, what was the PJ at 75%?
The PJ emergency calls were 75. We had 20 calls, 15 met the time standard.
Any more questions? All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have anything they want to present? Okay. If there's nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Got a motion, got a second?
A second.
All in favor? All right, meeting adjourned.